Brothers and sisters, today we gather in this digital space to share something truly extraordinary. Imagine a video that is not just one among millions, but a key to understanding mysteries that transcend our daily experience. We are about to embark on a journey that may well alter our perception of reality. This is not just a video, my dear ones. It is a revelation, a manifesto that promises to expand the boundaries of human understanding. Prepare your hearts and minds to be challenged and inspired. Before proceeding, it is my duty to clarify that the content to follow is largely an exercise in possibilities, an exploration of ideas based on interviews and teachings from one of the most enlightened minds in the field of metaphysics and regressive hypnosis, Dolores Cannon. This video is not intended to be a statement of unequivocal facts, but rather an invitation to explore, question, and, above all, continue your own journey of research and personal discovery. It is a starting point, not the final destination. Now, who was this woman whose ideas formed the backbone of this intriguing dialogue? Dolores Cannon, a pioneer in the use of hypnosis to achieve a deep understanding of the human mind, emerged as an influential figure in the spiritual and metaphysical field. With a career spanning nearly 5 decades, Dolores explored the depths of human consciousness, guiding her patients through past life experiences and even communications with entities in other dimensions. Throughout her life, Dolores developed a unique hypnosis technique known as quantum healing hypnosis technique, QHHT, which allowed individuals to access parts of their consciousness that are usually inaccessible in the waking state. Through this technique, she not only provided healing and understanding for her patients but also gathered a wealth of information about the nature of reality that challenged many conventional notions. Dolores wrote numerous books based on QHHT sessions, where she recounts cases of individuals who, under hypnosis, revealed extraordinary experiences spanning themes such as reincarnation, life on other planets, encounters with spiritual beings, and much more. Her work provides a fascinating and often disturbing insight into what lies beyond what is commonly accepted as our immediate physical reality. Through her investigations, Dolores discovered that many souls have traveled through various dimensions and that Earth is just one school among many in the cosmos. These revelations, she believed, are vital for our spiritual evolution as they challenge us to look beyond material concerns and recognize our part in the larger fabric of universal consciousness. And it is through these unknown corridors of knowledge and experience that our video today aims to guide you. As Dolores often said in her lectures, we are not alone in the universe, nor are we limited by the strict laws of physics as perceived in our current state of knowledge. So, as we move forward in this presentation, I invite all of you to keep an open mind and a spirit willing to explore. Remember, the perspectives Dolores Cannon offers us are lenses through which we can glimpse other realities, other ways of being that challenge our normality and expand our understanding of the possible. My dear ones, as we proceed, ponder these ideas, evaluate them critically, and allow yourselves to marvel at the mysteries of the cosmos that Dolores so bravely explored. This is an invitation not just to learn but to transform. For, as we change our understanding, we change ourselves and, by extension, the entire universe of experiences we can attract and create. May your journey through this video be as enriching as it is revealing. Let us now, together, venture into the unknown. Today, we face a monumental challenge in the journey of knowledge and the expansion of human consciousness, whose roots are deeply intertwined in the fabric of our daily digital lives. The Internet, this vast network that promised to democratize knowledge and connect minds, paradoxically also has the power to confine. Algorithms, the unseen engineers of our online experiences, filter and reflect back to us not the world as it is, full of all its complexities, but rather a distorted version tailored to fit pre-existing patterns of behavior and preference. These algorithms are designed to predict what we wish to see, learn, and consume based on our previous interactions. Such a system creates a kind of echo where ideas and beliefs are reinforced, isolating us in ideological bubbles. The diversity of thought and exposure to contrary ideas are limited when machines decide what is supposedly relevant for us, limiting our ability to see the world through different lenses that could expand our consciousness and understanding. Additionally, this phenomenon fuels the herd mentality, where fear of ridicule and aversion to conflict drive us to adhere to the dominant opinions within our social groups. In an increasingly polarized world, this tendency is dangerous. It stagnates intellectual and spiritual progress because challenge and questioning are essential for growth. When topics like conspiracy theories or new interpretations of reality are readily dismissed or ridiculed, we lose valuable opportunities to explore the truth in all its layers. The importance of challenging and, if necessary, changing our beliefs is immense. It is through the metamorphosis of our thoughts and ideals that we evolve. Changing beliefs is not merely an adjustment of perspective but a profound realignment of how we interact with our environment and each other. It is a process of transformation that can lead to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe around us. However, confronting and changing beliefs is a daunting task. There is a desire for stability and predictability ingrained within us. To confront a belief means to disrupt the status quo, something many of us resist doing because it would imply admitting that, until that point, our understanding could have been incorrect or incomplete. Convincing others to embark on the journey of changing beliefs is an even greater challenge because each individual is rooted in their own context, their experiences, and biases. This problem of human consciousness, exacerbated by modern technology and social behavior, is not insurmountable. We need to cultivate an environment where questioning is not only accepted but encouraged, a place where ideas can be openly discussed without fear of censorship or ridicule. It is imperative to promote curiosity and intellectual flexibility, allowing people to feel safe exploring and changing their beliefs. Therefore, as we advance in this debate and exploration about the expansion of consciousness, let us remember to question not only the world around us but also the structure of the systems that shape our perception. We must ask ourselves, are we truly seeking the truth in its purest form, or are we content with a version that is comfortably served to us by the algorithms of our digital lives? This reflection is crucial because by challenging the status quo, we are indeed paving the way for a new era of understanding and awareness. Let us now delve into one of the most enigmatic and provocative concepts in metaphysics, the demiurge. According to Gnostic scriptures, the demiurge is a powerful entity, an architect of the physical universe, but not necessarily a benevolent force. This consciousness, as reported, designed the material world we live in, a place densely wrapped in illusion, where human souls are imprisoned, far from true spirituality and ignorant of their divine origin. Gnostic belief suggests that the creation of this material world was an act of arrogance or a mistake, keeping souls bound to a cycle of reincarnation and forgetfulness. To understand this notion in a more contemporary way, we can draw an analogy with the movie The Matrix, a science fiction that explores the idea of a false world, created and maintained by a dominating artificial intelligence. In the film, humanity lives in a simulated reality, deceived and controlled by a network of computers that use human bodies to generate energy. Just like in the Gnostic mythology of the demiurge, the inhabitants of the Matrix are trapped, unaware that their perceived reality is not the true reality. These narratives share a central theme, the existence of a veil of illusion that obscures the fundamental truth of the universe and of the human condition itself. This veil prevents us from perceiving our true potential and our intrinsic connection with the divine. The physical universe, though filled with beauty and wonder, is seen as a distraction or even a prison, built to keep souls away from their spiritual essence and true enlightenment. How, then, can we break through this illusion? In esoteric and spiritual traditions, practices such as meditation, fasting, prayer, and various ritualistic ceremonies are recommended as tools to purify the mind and spirit, allowing the individual to access higher realities and ultimately perceive the truth. Meditation, in particular, is seen as a powerful practice to quiet the incessant noise of the material world and focus on the inner truth. By meditating, we reduce our attention to external stimuli and turn towards our inner world, exploring the realm of consciousness that is free from the constraints of time and space. This act of introspection helps us deconstruct the layers of illusion imposed on us and connect with a level of reality that transcends the physical. It is a process of gradual awakening and remembering who we are in our purest essence. Spiritual ceremonies, in turn, often use symbols and rites aimed at evoking altered states of consciousness. These states can provide glimpses of other dimensions and realities, offering perspectives that challenge our usual understanding of the world. Such practices can range from mystical group rituals to deeper personal practices, all intended to break down the walls of ordinary perception. This journey towards liberation is neither easy nor quick. It requires dedication, courage, and a willingness to detach from the beliefs and worldviews that have been so dear to us. It is a process of spiritual and mental transformation that challenges our most basic conceptions and forces us to question reality as we know it. Therefore, when considering the conspiracy theory of everything, it reveals itself not just as a theory about external control and manipulation, but as an invitation to explore the depths of our own consciousness and seek a freedom that transcends the limitations of the material world. It is a call for each of us, through spiritual practice and constant questioning, to eventually tear through the veil of illusion and come into contact with true reality, a reality filled with light, knowledge, and infinite freedom. In this segment, we will explore the insidious nature of fear and manipulation, two powerful tools often used by the media and governments to shape public perception and control the behavior of the masses. Fear, a primary and potent emotion, has the capability to reduce our ability to think critically and make us more susceptible to external influence. Governments and power institutions, aware of this dynamic, often employ tactics of fear to consolidate control and justify actions that, under normal circumstances, might be seen as extreme or unacceptable. The media, in turn, plays a crucial role by broadcasting messages that can instigate fear in the public, whether through the excessive dramatization of events, distortion of facts, or omission of vital information that could provide a more balanced context. This practice not only keeps the audience engaged, thanks to the psychological response that fear provokes, but also creates a more manipulable public, ready to accept policies and guidelines proposed by authorities without significant questioning. The cycle of fear begins with continuous exposure to perceived threats, whether real or fabricated. This perception of constant danger triggers a fight or flight response in the public, creating a state of alertness and anxiety. In such conditions, suggestions of new security measures or restrictive policies are seen not as losses of freedom, but as necessary solutions for personal and collective protection. The acceptance of these measures, in many cases, leads to the gradual erosion of privacy and an increase in governmental control, which paradoxically can increase the feeling of insecurity, thus perpetuating the cycle. To combat this manipulation through fear, it is crucial to encourage and practice critical thinking. Actively questioning information sources, seeking multiple perspectives before forming an opinion, and openly discussing concerns with other informed individuals are essential practices that can help mitigate the effects of fear. Critical thinking allows people to challenge imposed narratives and consider alternatives that may not be immediately apparent but are essential for a comprehensive understanding of events and policies. Furthermore, it is important to recognize patterns of media and governmental manipulation and understand how they affect not only the individual but society as a whole. This awareness can lead to greater resistance against attempts to use fear as a tool of control. For example, media education initiatives that teach how to critically analyze information broadcast on TV, radio, and the Internet can strengthen citizens' ability to stay informed without being manipulated. A balanced approach also involves valuing the diversity of opinions and experiences, recognizing that fear often stems from uncertainty and a lack of understanding about the other. Promoting open and respectful dialogue among different social and political groups can help reduce tensions and build a more cohesive and less manipulation-prone society. Finally, it is essential that each individual takes responsibility for their own continual education about the media and political context. Being well-informed not only reduces vulnerability to fear but also empowers the individual, making them less dependent on external interpretations and more confident in their ability to make informed and independent decisions. Therefore, in our quest for freedom of thought and resistance against fear-based manipulation, we must actively dedicate ourselves to developing a questioning and open mind. This is the path to true emancipation from the shackles of fear and involuntary submission to the forces that seek to control our perception and behavior. We are at the forefront of an era that challenges our most basic conceptions of the universe and the reality in which we live. Recent advances in quantum physics have consistently demonstrated that the fundamental nature of reality is far more bizarre and less comprehensible than classical physics models have ever suggested. Phenomena such as quantum entanglement and superposition reveal that particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously and can be mysteriously connected across vast distances with no apparent intermediary forces. These discoveries have raised fundamental questions about what we really know about the universe. It is no exaggeration to say that quantum physics has profoundly disturbed our macro worldview, a view in which objects exist in well-defined states and fixed locations, and where events follow a clear and deterministic chain of cause and effect. In the quantum realm, these certainties disappear, replaced by probabilities and extraordinary correlations that defy common logic. One of the most fascinating theories that has emerged from this new understanding is the theory of the holographic universe. This proposition suggests that all the information that makes up our three-dimensional reality, everything we see, hear, and touch, is actually a projection of information encoded on a two-dimensional space. Imagine that our universe is akin to a film projected onto a screen. What we perceive as three-dimensional reality might just be the surface of something much deeper and complex. To understand this idea, it might be helpful to consider analogies with technology that is already familiar to us. For example, the functioning of a movie. A movie in a cinema projects 2D images on a screen, which our brains interpret as moving events in a three-dimensional space. Similarly, on a much more fundamental and complex level, our universe could be seen as a projection of data encoded on a cosmic surface, where height, width, and depth are effectively created from a flat information script. Another useful analogy is that of computer code. Just like complex software creating immersive virtual reality environments with simple strings of code, our universe might operate in a similar way, where the reality we experience is the result of underlying informational processes that we, with our perceived limitations, rarely perceive directly. Some anecdotal evidence that seems to support this notion of a holographic reality includes amateur videos and reports of seemingly inexplicable phenomena. From objects that appear and disappear without explanation, to personal experiences of déjà vu or perceived glitches in reality, many have begun to speculate whether such events are glitches in our matrix, moments when the underlying coding of reality becomes inexplicably visible. These experiences, although anecdotal and unscientific, encourage a deeper and more open exploration of the potential implications of quantum physics and holographic theory. They challenge us to think beyond the conventional limits of science and to consider possibilities that, while they may seem out of science fiction, could very well be fundamental to our understanding of the cosmos. As we consider these ideas and theories, it becomes crucial to maintain a balanced approach, cultivating a critical but open mind that is capable of weighing both empirical evidence and theoretical speculations. It is a vast and largely unexplored territory that, like any new frontier, promises to both revolutionize our understanding and challenge our most fundamental preconceptions. Dolores Cannon, with her extensive work on hypnotic regression and exploration of past lives, has long suggested that the reality in which we live is a complex illusion designed to teach and evolve incarnated souls. This view, while once considered purely esoteric, finds intriguing echoes in contemporary advances in quantum physics and emerging theories about the holographic nature of the universe. Dolores' ideas, which encompass non-physical dimensions and the illusory nature of our sensory perception, resonate with the suggestion that what we perceive as reality could indeed be, in fact, a projection of encoded information at a more fundamental level. Recent events and scientific discoveries are beginning to form a bridge between metaphysics and physics, suggesting that the various layers of reality described by Dolores Cannon may not be so distant from current scientific hypotheses. For example, the phenomenon of quantum entanglement, where separate particles seem to affect each other instantly over great distances, challenges our conventional understanding of space and time and suggests a fundamental interconnection among all things, a notion often discussed in Cannon's teachings. Thus, the perspective that the life we know is just a small part of a broader learning and evolution system gains a new dimension. The implications of this possibility are profound, influencing not just how we view our purpose and existence, but also how we interact with the world around us. If reality is indeed an illusion or a simulation as suggested by the theory of the holographic universe, then this opens numerous questions about the nature of free will, the existence of the soul, and what it truly means to evolve within this system. The connection of these ideas brings a sense of validation to the spiritual messages conveyed by Dolores Cannon throughout her decades of work with hypnotic regression. She often spoke about how the higher dimensional realities her clients experienced under hypnosis were incredibly real, perhaps even more real than the physical reality we inhabit daily. These descriptions align strikingly well with the idea that what we perceive is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of the true structure of the cosmos. In conclusion, Dolores Cannon's ideas, when viewed through the prism of these new theories and scientific discoveries, suggest a worldview that is both exhilarating and humbling. We are potentially living within a much larger and more complex system than we ever imagined, where every aspect of our lives holds intrinsic purpose and meaning. The pieces of the puzzle of existence, our perception of reality, and the mechanics of the universe seem to be fitting together in ways that challenge our most fundamental views. As a call to action, I encourage you to explore these themes further. Investigate the works of Dolores Cannon, study the findings of quantum physics, and, most importantly, maintain an open and questioning mind. This video is just a starting point, a spark to ignite curiosity and the pursuit of understanding. Hit like if you found this content enlightening, share so that more people can marvel at the depths of our reality, and don't forget to subscribe for more explorations of this vast universe of ideas.